watch when the lights turn off. It's so cool. This is so funny to me. Like, I don't really know much about jellyfish if I'm being honest. Clean out, I found a ton of extra fiber optic fabric, so I decided I should use it up and make a dress with it because I haven't done it in a couple years, and it's literally the most challenging fabric ever to work with. Like, believe me, whatever you think is difficult to sew with, times it by 10 and that's this. Not because of the way it actually sews, but just the amount of brain power and math and whatever it takes to not cut the wrong way, because it has these light fibers running through the whole thing, and if you cut it off of the light source, which is over here, it doesn't glow anymore, so it's very difficult. But I'm making a jellyfish dress because a few weeks ago when I found the fabric, I put a poll up on Instagram asking people what they wanted to see, and jellyfish was a huge thing. So I know I already made a jellyfish a couple months ago, but we were gonna make a new version, and Hubert loves to eat this stuff. The fibers like stick out and he wants it. Yes, you do. We were just reunited today, huh? Because I was in California, and now I'm back home with my baby. So it's Tuesday. I'm hoping to finish it by Friday or Saturday, and we'll see where it takes us. So I think whereas the other jellyfish dress was kind of like oceany, this one I want it to more like look like a jellyfish. You know how they're just like, but they got like almost a bubble skirt. So I kind of want to make a oh, he almost went for this. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to try to make a bubble skirt out of this, but I don't even know how one does that. I think I might just do a rectangle, fold it in half and gather it, and then like stuff it. But I also had the idea I wanted to try putting some sheer like organza on top of this fabric, kind of to mellow out the light beams and make it just a little bit more magical looking. So I think I'm going to tackle the skirt very first, and then we'll figure out the bodice. The bodice is so difficult, and we probably should have some things hanging down. This is so funny to me. Like, okay. I'm gonna have to lock Hubert out actually, because this fabric, it really gets to him. Do y'all like my jumper? I got this at Disneyland yesterday. There's like this shop in Adventureland that always has stuff by Billabong and Roxy, and it's just cutest thing ever. It's so comfy. So I'm gonna lay out the fabric and see what I have to work with, because you can only use as much fabric as you have like the light connections for. So I have 5 of these lights, and I think each one has 10, so I can use 50 lights. 5 batteries, 5 lights. I literally have so much of this fabric. I could make 2 dresses. I have this is like 3 layers of it laid on. So I have a ton to work with. That means if I make mistakes, it's okay. So I've had a crisis. I'm gonna keep it real. I took a shower and I came out with a bald spot, and I'm actually been having the worst day. Oh, no, Hubert, get out. For this skirt, I made a tube of the fabric, and I put a gathering stitch on both ends, and I'm basically going to just put the 2 ends together, put them up here like that so that it makes a bubble skirt, and then gather them up to my waist. And I might add some stuffing in there. I haven't decided yet. We gotta see what it looks like. Okay, I added a waistband to this bubble skirt. The inside is very terrifying. It's just like so many of these fiber thingies. But I'm screwing in these lights. I'm trying to do it as uniform as possible. I want to add like the tentacle things coming out of the skirt. Some with lights, some with like beads and stuff. So I'm trying to decide how I want to clean up the inside of this. But I'm hoping once I screw these all in that they'll just be screwed in and I won't have to do anything anymore. I'm hoping to finish the skirt today. I think I can. It's starting to come together. Y'all, look at this. So I connected at first just 2 to try it out, and then I cut them into strips so you can see how they're hanging. This is gonna be those tentacle things. I need to like manipulate them more, like taper them inward, and then I'm gonna figure out how to make them be more like spirally. I think if I just tack them in places, that will work. So you have the jellyfish skirt, and then these will be hanging from the bottom of it like this. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing, is cutting these strips, and then I can start like actually making them look tentacle-ish. Are they tentacles? I don't really know much about jellyfish if I'm being honest. I'm a little worried because I just hand sewed my tentacle things into the skirt, and I sewed it in like this donut shape so that it was easy. And I'm about to turn it upside down or right side up for the first time. Hopefully it looks good, but I actually don't know. It's a jellyfish. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Now I'm trying to figure out how I want to clean the inside because it's incredibly like wiry right now. I also had the sheer stuff I wanted to put around it, but I'd have to think it through. I've been waiting all day to actually try it on, not in the bathroom, so I could see it. It's finally dark out, and oh my gosh, it actually is perfect. I just filmed a TikTok with it, and it literally looks like one of those jellyfish. I'm gonna show you in just a second. This is how it looks like turned on in the light. I feel like I need a better angle. Watch when the lights turn off. It's so cool. Ready? Look. It's like a jellyfish. La, da, 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 la. Doesn't that look like a jellyfish if you squint? There's a gap right here. I didn't place them close enough, so I've got to like tack them a little bit so that they stay where I want them to. But it's so cool, you guys. Can you see me? Okay, wait, let me turn the light back on really quick. Tomorrow I'm gonna start the bodice, and I don't know what I want to do yet because the skirt is like the jellyfish. So I might just do a very basic princess bodice, sleeveless. We will see, but I'm gonna call it good for today. Yes! I think I figured out the bodice. I'm gonna just do a base corset really quick out of cotton, and I'm gonna drape on top of it. I want some ruffles. It's way easier to drape with this kind of fabric than like cut pattern pieces out since you can't really do a curve. So I'm gonna take a few minutes, make a very quick corset, and then we can play around with the draping. I'm kind of inspired by the Glinda bubble dress in the Wicked movie, like the shape and like the circles. So I think I might do something like that and maybe some embellishments. It's hard to film when I'm in the groove. Look at this. Those are just two like half circles folded over, covering the back with this, and I think I want to do a ruffle on the bottom edge. The difficult part is that I can only use, I think, 10 lights. I can't do under 10, which that's not an issue because I need more than 10, but I don't need 20, and I don't want any extra lights that aren't plugged into one of these things. So I really have to make it exactly 10. Just to cover it up, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be 6 to cover up. So that means that I can do 4 more for a ruffle. I'm trying not to be too dramatic with the bodice because I feel like the skirt is the actual jellyfish. So this is kind of just jellyfish vibes. I tried it on in the dark. It's pretty cool. And it's very much like Ariana's dress. I might fold it over like that. It almost reminds me of a flower. But I could honestly finish this today. It's going by really, really fast. And I'm excited to sell this one because people always want to buy the other light up dress I made, but it just wasn't very good since I didn't have a lot of experience making stuff with this fabric. But this time around, I really know what I'm doing and it's pretty good and clean. So I'm excited for somebody to have this because I feel like it's so unique. And honestly, it's amazing. We've got all of the cords in here. Oh, and I am almost done. I have to sew down the top edge of the thing. I know, Huber, it triggers you. This fabric triggers you. That's the inside. Ugh. This is the outside. It's very cute. I just didn't want to do too much since the skirt is the main jellyfish part. And since they're connected to 2 different batteries, you could even be wearing the white part but not turn the lights on, so that if you just want the skirt to be like the jellyfish part, you could just be wearing the skirt around, because if it's dark you don't really see the top obviously, or you could do both of them. So I really am happy that I was able to separate the battery packs out like that. And at first I thought about embellishing it with like pearls and stuff, but I was kind of playing around with that in the dark last night, and you cannot see the pearl when it's dark. You just see the light. I thought you might be able to see. I thought it might reflect off, but at least the pearls I have weren't reflecting. So I'm not even gonna bother doing those details because the whole point of this dress is to be glow in the dark anyway. So call me lazy, but I just don't want to do embellishments that you're only going to see when the dress is on, because honestly, in my opinion, the fabric is very ugly when it's not glowing, you know? So yeah. Oh, and then I couldn't do grommets, obviously. So I did just these loops, and once I sew the top of the lining down, I think the dress will be done. But I have to wait till nighttime to film it because I just can't get it dark enough in here even with the blinds closed. So I gotta wait a few hours because it doesn't get totally dark here until like 10.